matter what size our church may be. With that in mind, I want you to know that we're trying to be more intentional about the practice of hospitality at Church of the Savior right now. The Church Council formed a Growth Issues Committee. Notice it's not a growth committee promoting growth, it's a Growth Issues Committee, how we respond to growth. And that is meeting this summer to talk about three things. Modest changes that might be made, particularly in the Narthex area, or to our church building, to make it more welcoming and maintain our sense of welcome. Suggestions for organizational or behavioral changes, like more intentional recruitment of greeters, just as one easy small thing. And whether or not to recommend other ways to make room, like offering a second worship service. And I know that freaks a lot of people out, but who knows. But all to ensure that our spirit of welcome continues to be made concrete in our practices of welcome. And I just want to name the folks who are on the committee, and if you're here, if you'll stand briefly. Alice Corbett in the back, long-term member. You, Austin, is you here? I thought I saw you earlier, but maybe not. John and Nancy Stewart are on the committee, or former moderator, and she brought along her husband, but she made but she made him our chairperson. So, and then Tanya Barnett and I are on the committee. I think that's the whole group, isn't it? Oh, Reeve Robinson, our deacon for justice, to make sure we're just about the whole thing. So, yes, I knew there was somebody else. I'm sorry. So among other things in the days ahead, you'll be hearing about opportunities to serve by helping us coordinate our Sunday morning hospitality, not leaving it up to Linda Brown or to one person or to a spontaneous response, to serve as greeters, to be part of welcoming new members in concrete ways, and so on. This morning, I'm simply putting this out there for you to think about, asking you to be prayerful and thoughtful about these issues, to consider ways that you might volunteer to help us make our welcome of others concrete, and most of all, not to be afraid to let the light of your warm welcome shine here in our midst. Talk to one another, greet those you don't know especially. Listen for one another's stories. You may ask someone how long they've been here, only to find out they've been here 5 years, and you'll be really embarrassed. That's okay. This is a guilt-free zone, and it's important for us to really reach out to one another. Another part of that statement that related to this, the vision for the 21st century, said, "We shall seek to be an extended family in which all people, children and youth, young adults and older adults, are affirmed, cherished, and cared for. A true community of love in which the stranger finds welcome, every person finds consolation and support in time of need, and every person shall find the joy of fellowship with others." So don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of not knowing your neighbor's name. Let's get to know each other, even when some change is happening in that way. It is this kind of practice, it is this practice of extravagant hospitality that is one of the most important aspects of our calling and should also be our joy. Let love be genuine among you, Paul said. Show hospitality to strangers. Practice hospitality. Extend hospitality. Pursue hospitality. Be inventive in hospitality. Take every opportunity to open your life and home to others. For this is Christ's call to us. I'd like to invite you to respond with me by singing together 3 verses of our hymn. We're going to sing the last 3 verses as our closing hymn. I'd just like you to turn to hymn number 309, and we'll sing the first 3 verses together.